Okay, Sudhanshu, we are live. I've sent you the link in the Zoom chat. So we'll wait for some time till everybody comes and then we can start. Okay, now people are joining. We'll wait. Okay, so Sudhanshu, I can see many people who have joined. So happy Holi, guys. Happy Holi, everybody. क्या हाल है सभी को? Good evening. Good evening. Happy Holi, guys. So everybody is like, they may be thinking that why in the in the holidays, right? We are taking live interview sessions and all. Okay, perfect. So I hope you all are doing well, guys. I guess everybody is going well. Just hit like so that we come to see that how many active people are there actually in this session. Again, we are planning to again start our live virtual market reviews. So that is the reason we have started from today itself without wasting any time, right? Okay, so today another live virtual mock interview, and we have with us Santosh. Again, he's a college student. He's already doing internship in the field of AI. He's pretty much good in machine learning, deep learning, and today we are going to interview him. Again, we have our favorite host, Sudhanshu Kumar, with us. I hope everybody knows him, right? And today, again, as usual, my crime partner, you'll basically say, right, partner in crime, and we'll start the session now. So I hope everybody's ready for that, right? Okay, perfect. So yeah, Sudhanshu, let's start.
Yeah, sure, Chris. So I think I'm audible, right?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, fine. So yes, happy Holi, everyone, and let's start with interview. So today we have Santosh with us. So first of all, Santosh, if you can brief us about yourself, right, a little bit, and I think then we can start here with the technical questions, yeah, and about your projects and everything. So yeah, please.
Yeah, sure. So first of all, happy Holi to all of you. My name is Santosh Saxena, and I am a college-going student. Basically, I am a third year, second semester BTech Computer Science student of Symbiosis Institute of Technology. I am working part-time with Sky, which is somewhere around research-based plus product-based company. And according to, with respect to other works, I have also published a paper in Census Journal, which is one of an international journal available for artificial intelligence and IoT. Other than that, I also working for a review paper and my personal project. So coming to Sky projects, what I am doing is the first project which we have done is suspicious person recognition, which is done by Sky, and I was part of them as an AI developer. The which Now this project is completed from past 2 months. Now another project which I am working is somewhere related to mask classification with the new technique which has some novelty and brings you a good accuracy, not like just there are various mask model available in the YouTube, but this model is different from others. Now coming to the different research paper section, so pollution predictions system which we have made, and we have patented that our idea through our sensors. Coming to my research, today's research, like today's project. So I am working in somewhere around cutting metal tool insert, which will be soon published by our mentors, and obviously I will be one of a co-author of that publications. Other than that, I am working with a review paper in medical field. So that work is also going on. And with respect to that, I am attending 3 workshops from iNeuron, which is ML Masters, DLCVNLP, and full stack data science. Rather than iNeuron, I also have one workshop from SimplyLearn, which is from a PGP program of data engineering, in which I am studying big data with clouds like AWS and Azure. I don't have that much experience as of now, but yes, I am learning that process. And with respect to this all work I am doing, like on my daily basis. So this is what is my schedule is. If you combine college life with it, so that you can imagine like how much task I have given to just come to my actual life of IT industry. And I have an internship from 4th year 2nd semester, and right now I am 3rd year 2nd sem. So my target is to complete all these technologies by the end of the December, so that I can perform in my 4th year 2nd semester internship. So that is all up till now, my update. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So that's great, Santosh. Like it was a complete, I can say, overview about yourself, right? So Santosh, coming to your first research project, right, that you have mentioned. So can you please talk about
Yes.
that project in a detailed way, like what was the client requirement, and then what was the solution that you have proposed, and what is the progress into that project? I think you have mentioned that you have already completed those projects, right? If I'm not wrong, yeah. So can you please talk
Yes,
about
yes.
in detail way, and if you have something to showcase, so if you can showcase to us so that we can like correlate things and then we can move ahead.
Okay, so for suspicious person one.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so for that, let me stop my video so that I can show the demo.
Okay.
And let me start sharing my screen. So, yes. So is it visible?
Yes, yeah, it's visible.
Okay, so this is the actual function, which will try to classify you on the basis of your name as image is shown. So I have got a data set somewhere around 100 and 200 to 200 classes, in which what we are doing is you need to classify a person according to their name, and which is available in the data set. So yes, as you can see here, the first label you can see is unknown person. Now that means that this image is not available in the data set. So this is one of the exceptions which was occurred when we are doing this project. The other project is the another section, the face not covered. This is saying that my face is not covered with anything. Now there might be a possibility when a person wears a mask and then roaming here and there. So at that time, we will get a wrong prediction. So we need to take care of these things before building a project. So after development of an AI model, these are the exceptions which we have faced, and we have overcome that. So okay, sorry,
No, no, please
any
go ahead.
question? Yes. So the main problem statement over here is you need to give the client which was there. He asked me to build an AI model who will predict the name of a person according to the image. And so I think demo is okay. So let me stop share screen and start the video because it is lagging, right?
Yeah, little bit.
Okay, so let me start my video again. Where is my? Okay, stop sharing. Yes. So what we have given a problem statement is you have given a 5 image per person, and there is a whole dynamic set they are asking for, in which you need to just click on train, and all the images which are available in a particular directory will be fetched, will be processed, will be trained, and that model will be stored in some other directory, and that will be used for predictions. So this was the problem statement, and the thing is this should be given as an output in terms of video output, in which you are passing a video and you will getting the predictions. One is CCTV one, in which you embed this model, you are getting frames from CCTV, and then you are processing it. And the third one is like general output, in which you are giving an image and you are getting a predictions. So
Okay. Yeah, so I
yes.
have like a couple of questions for you, right? Because I can see and I have seen like you are using empty CNN over here, right? So
Yes,
empty
sir.
CNN,
Yes,
so
sir.
empty CNN, and is there any other solution? Is there any better way to do a face prediction? That will be my first question.
Okay. So what MTCNN does is when you feed the image, it will try to give you bounding boxes, the coordinates of the bounding boxes. And rather, if you don't want to use CNN, empty CNN, that you can also use somewhere like there is CVlib library, which will help to detect face. But after a discussion with a group, we have decided, okay, so empty CNN is giving us much better accuracy and much better performance, because with respect to even bounding boxes, it is giving us the coordinates of eyes, nose, and other parts of the face. So I think if it is designed for face recognition, then use that one. So yes, even in computer vision, it comes under computer vision, right? So we are using it as an RPN network, region proposal network, so which will give us bounding boxes.
So that is fine, Santosh. So my question over here is, let's suppose someone has given you a 5-5 image, as you have mentioned, right, of a person. So that is fine. Of n number of person, let's suppose I have given you 5-5 images. Now you are able to train it. Let's suppose you have built a model. So now this model will be able to recognize these 100 people or n number of people, right? Now there is a
Yes.
situation over here. Let's suppose if n plus 1, right? If one other person, if I have to add in the same module, let's suppose like if I have already built a model, but I have to register one more person, so that this model will be able to recognize other person as well, the like 100 plus one person, it will be able to recognize. So what is your plan?
Okay. So here, what you are trying to saying is, you have another data set. Suppose you have trained a model for 2020, and now in 2021 you have another sets of record. So in that case, the images you have, you just label it with the same name and a number extension. You just upload that image to the same directory where your data set is uploaded, and select the train button. Within 2 to 3 minutes, your model will be trained, and that update with the updated data set, and you will be used for prediction.
Yeah, my question over here is, again, just try to understand over here, that are you training a model from a scratch with the previous person as well as the current
Yes.
person?
Yes.
Okay. So in this case, let's suppose tomorrow my database or my like a number of person in my organization is going to increase, right? Let's suppose 1 lakh or 2 lakhs. If I'll talk about like a Wipro or Infosys, right? So they have or TCS, if I'll talk about, so they have a workforce of around 1.5 lakh, 2 lakh, 2.5 lakh, right? And some person will join and then some person will leave, right? So let's suppose if I have to build that kind of attendance system, so where when person will leave, right, so system is not supposed to recognize that person, so maybe we can deactivate, we can write we can write a simple Python code where we can mention that, okay, fine, so this employee ID has left, so even if you are able to do a recognition, but yeah, so maybe you can try to showcase some kind of a signal, so that part of a data set will go in some other databases, right? So from the configuration
Yes.
part we can handle it, the leaving part,
Hmm.
right? But let's suppose if some like new employee is going to join, so in that case, model is not aware about a face of new employee, right?
Yes.
What will happen? So then how you will
Okay.
handle the situation?
So if an employee has joined, then that some set of images employee should have to give to the department, that needs to be trained, and then that prediction will be done accordingly. Now
So
this problem,
again, the problem is I'm trying to do every time like a kind of you can say model training, right, from a scratch by using all the data. So again, it will try to like increase a load on my system exponentially, right? As of now, for 200%, 2 to 3 minutes it's taking. Let's suppose now tomorrow, so let's suppose I have 1 lakh into 5 images, so it means 5 lakh images, right, for 1 lakh employees. So again, it will try to do a retraining, it will try to do a weight train, and there is a possibility that if a variations into a data or distribution of the data set is going to change, right, so if distribution of the data set is going to change, so maybe you will not be able to get a better prediction even from MPCN, which is designed to capture a feature of faces, right? So what is your workaround for that?
yes. So basically, I have designed this AI system like if you are giving 1,000 records, 2 lakh images, anything, it will train it in a very less number of time. You even max to max 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, your model will get trained. Let me tell you how. Let me share a whiteboard in which I'll try to explain what I
Yeah.
have done in this project. Okay, whiteboard, share. Okay, so are you able to see the whiteboard?
Yeah, I can see your whiteboard. Yeah.
Yes. So first of all, your first layer is empty CNN. Okay. So here your images. Here you will get bounding boxes. Now you will get your extracted face image. This one will be your extracted face image in which the face of a person will be available. Now what you will try to do is you will try to feed this into a FaceNet model. So what this FaceNet model will do, it will give you an output in somewhere around 256 features. It will give you 256 features according to an image. So now you have a data set in terms of a CSV file. Okay, so in where your x-axis contains, okay, is it lag? Yes, where your x-axis contains this 256 dimensions, and your y label contains the name of a person. Now, when you will try to give this into a dynamic neural network, which we have done, so at that point of time, within 5 to 6 epochs or max to max 10 epochs, it will get trained. So, and with a very less number of time. Now, in terms of CSV file, you give 1,000 epochs, 2,000 epochs, 1 lakh epoch. It will not take much time as respect to an image. What basically we have done is we have basically started this model training in terms of VGG16. It will take a whole day. If we are giving just a 100 different classes, it will take a whole day to, and that is still not a better accuracy, plus exceptions. So with this technique, you're getting a data in terms of CSV. This will be also be able to solvable by ML, but it will overfit, because what we try to do is in terms of dynamic neural network, what we tried is, well, let's try SVM. So SVM, what SVM does, it will try to create a line. So at that point of time, even though it is 256 dimensions, the model will be overfit. You will get 100% accuracy. And the other thing, when you will test it into a CCTV footages, you will observe a 1 second of label change. Like I have standing here and I will move in this way. My label will change for 1 second. That should not be happening, because you will get a wrong data set. Because if you take a label A, you are getting a label B. So that is a wrong information, right? And you will predict something else and you will take action accordingly. So this may lead to a disaster. So what we have done is we trained a dynamic neural network. It will within 5 to 6 epochs, which will give you somewhere around 96% accuracy. And you will be able to classify each and every person, and model will be trained max to max 5 minutes. So even if a new employees join, you collect all the data set by the day. By the end of the day, you can give 5 minutes to your model training. It will get trained, and from the next day, you will start your application on the daily basis. It will work. Now let me even tell why this my project this haven't complete actually. The project got cancelled by the client side. Let me tell you why. So first of all, the data set of an image which we gave is the straight image. Like I am seeing you in a camera. This image. What about this image? Okay. So if this image come, like suppose in CCTV, I am looking this side, it will give me wrong label. And my client was not able to give me that data set. I told him that at least 3 images you should give me, one from my front view, one from my side view, and one from my like 45 degrees angle view. So that after applying augmentation, I can get all the possibilities of image, and then I will train it accordingly. Okay. So it's actually this is a very short pipeline we just showed. It is a very huge pipeline which we have developed in somewhere around 3 months. This project got completed. So this was the case, and the client was saying that I have some ground constraints to fulfill that issue, and hence this project got cancelled, because at 45 degrees angle the model was wrongly predicting the values. So
Okay.
this was the actual error.
What is a workaround to solve that issue? What is a workaround to solve that issue that your client was getting?
It will getting some different labels or unknown labels. Okay. And what I have also done is, in terms of in CCTV camera and any other live streaming application, is it is coming from a live stream. What I've done is I created a batch of 5. So 5 frames will come into a batch, and the majority of the label which will come in, that will be given as an output. So this will lead more accuracy, right? Because for a fraction of second, if you are getting a wrong label, then it may be resolved with the help of batch. Okay, so what I am doing is I am creating a batch of 5, and here I am storing classes. So suppose if I got AAB, suppose this is my faulty label. Okay, so at that point of time also the majority is A, so I will get A as an output. And this all labels, I will store it in a form of a data frame. And then we can show that in how many number of frames this person has occurred, this label has occurred. And a very beautiful representation. For example, if my screen is visible, I can show you that there are various beautiful.
Your whiteboard is visible to us.
Okay, so let me check if, either that visualization is available or not. If
Yeah,
it
sure.
is visible, so yes, it is visible. So let me share my full screen. Desktop. Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's visible.
So as you can see, here are the number of frames. Here is the whole sort of visualization for a whole video. If you are passing it, you will get an output like this. So you can see 5 person are here. Okay. So now unknown person obviously will be maximum, because anytime you are getting some exceptions, right? And I'm testing it to myself only. So this is the record. Now here I am not applying the batch size, because let user decide which is correct or which is wrong. So as you can see, here is face not the green blue box indicates it is face covered. Like we cannot do anything if face is covered. That is an exception. For face not covered, we are plotting the boxes. So what is the accuracy here? This one is the y-axis consists of what is the accuracy of a label which we are getting. Now x-axis consists of how many persons our model is trying to give. So now we can clearly say that maximum times unknown person is visible in the video or in the footage, so that we can avoid those scenarios. And except that if you want to find a specific person, we can just search the name over here. If the person is available, then how many number of frames, what is the accuracy, and how is the distributions are available, and accordingly we can automatically train that, find that okay, this person is available over here. So even though if sometimes AI will fail, this visualization will help us to by the user to get our work done.
Okay. So I think, yeah, that's great. So Santosh, I have another question on this one. So how you have planned to productionize this thing? So like from where, so it will take an actual input, whether it will be a CCTV camera or whether it will be some sort of, I can say, mobile devices which will be installed at a door.
Yes.
And suppose if I have taken an input, so are you trying to do these things like processing of this entire data set and doing a prediction of a particular face or of a particular face feature locally, or you have some central server so where you're processing it, then how it is integrated to a output? So how this entire things will work, the complete cycle, starting from like a feed. So forget about the training part we have understood, right? So what you are doing
Yes.
is a workaround. Now let's talk about a production part. So how you are planning to productionize these things? What is the flow for that?
Okay. So let me share again. Where is OneNote? Yes. So first of all, we are creating a directory. It is lagging. Why I don't get? So
Sometimes
sorry for the wrong.
it's fine. It's fine. We can understand. It's fine. We can manage.
So we have a directory. Now that will be fed from our at the time of deployment. What we do is we are not creating any database sort of stuff. What we are doing is we are directly giving a path. Okay, from this directory you need to fetch all the images which are available, and after fetching those images you need to go for a training, and after go for a training you need to save your model in this particular directory. Okay, and after now the point is what will you do for productionize the thing. Okay, now you have somewhere around suppose 1,000 number of CCTVs available, and the data is coming from all the frames. Now what you will do? So the first thing which we will do is, if face is detected, then pass that frame to a scheduler. Okay, now that scheduler will allocate you a model. Okay, because if person is visible, so your stream gets start. Okay, so if model is predicting some of the stream, it will not be available to predict some other stream which is coming. So allocate one model to a stream which is coming from a scheduler. Okay, now what if some from another CCTV you are getting some of the other frames? So it is a huge process, right? From if you are planning to do it for a whole number of state, this is a huge process. So at that time, your scheduler should be able to clone your model and generalize with some other object and start predicting from there. Okay, so if you suppose you have 1,000 number of camera and 100 camera is giving you some feed, that will be going to scheduler. Scheduler will assign a model to it. Now that will give you a prediction, and that will be stored in the database or data frame or wherever you want. And after doing that, you will get if your suppose stream is over. So for that, delete that object of a model which you have created and start allocating. If some other stream is there, then put that one. So
Okay.
this is my actual idea.
Okay, so
Yes.
like you are not trying to give the signal to some kind of a door or some kind of a system which will like try to do a locking, unlocking or something like that. So just like a prediction and then okay, fine. So if I'm able to get some face, like try to log it into a database so that in a later stage, people will get to know about it, right?
Yes. And in the middle of that, what I'm doing is I'm creating a batch. So batch is important because if one or two frame get defaulted, so at that point of time, you will get a good result, right? The majority will be of same person, right? If your model is giving you 96% of an accuracy, then you can trust like even from 5 image, 4 image can give you a correct output. Now
Hmm.
that 4 image will give for you will take the majority of one and then add it to a data frame. So this will add a one level security to your prediction. You will get 100% correct prediction.
Okay, fine. So I have a use case for you, Santosh, like again related to a
Yes.
same. So let's suppose if I have to build this system so that I will be able to install these things, maybe like in my door, right? So so that if
Hmm.
a person will come, right? So it will keep on taking a stream. If there is a person, so it will try to recognize whether there is a person which is a known person or not for my system, right? And it is supposed to unlock a door. So how you will create a workflow for that? Idea is clear,
Okay.
right?
So yes. So a person is coming out the door. Your
Yes.
camera should recognize that this person has came,
Yeah.
and you need to trigger to unlock a door.
Yeah. Unlock a door. So like this one. Can you please give me that one? Yeah. Give me the complete set. Yeah. Give me a complete set. Okay. So if you can like switch off your screen, like I'll just show you so that in a bigger screen, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I think things will be visible. So let's suppose I have this device, right? And as you
Hmm.
can see, this is a unlocking device, right? And connected through like my controller. So this one, we are just trying to do enhancement. So let's suppose if I have to control this lock, right? So whenever it will be able to recognize a person, fine. So like do this and then otherwise do that. So how you
Okay.
control these things? How you will create the entire flow with respect to this kind of a locking system?
So as I observed the problem, so first thing what we need to do is we need to have some sort of CCTV camera which will be available at the front door. Okay. So that one will fetch the image. If an image is recognized by an image, then that signal needs to be transferred. And now here I think IoT will come into picture, which will what it will try to do. It will connect through your app. Okay, so you have key, and that signal will come to your door, and that will unlock your door. Because I think I have seen in IoT you can control your electronic appliances with help of mobile. So why not with respect to AI? So in AI, if you are able to send the signals to your mobile, because if you are standing in a door, you have a mobile phone.
No, Santosh. So I have to design a real-time cheapest possible system, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you say mobile, so maybe I can integrate it and then it will be a costly one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as a engineer, right? So you have to suggest me that how in a best possible way I will be like able to design this complete solution, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that should be a cheap as well. I can try to maybe build one single devices by spending 1 lakh, but I know that
Mm-hmm.
if I'll try to bring these things to a market, so my customer will not be able to take it. Yes, as I
Yes.
experiment, so it will be a fancy things for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I will not be able to sell it, so I will not be able to generate a revenue out of it, right? So again,
Yes, that's a very good question.
yeah, so my hurdles will not be solved by fancy things for sure, right? So I have to think about something which I can try to build and I will be able to utilize. Building wise, this face detection is not like a very new thing, right? We all are
Yes.
doing it. It's
Yes.
a
Yes.
kind of old concept. Someone used to build a stable model, someone used to build a unstable model, someone used to build unscalable, scalable. This is the only thing,
Hmm.
right? But I'm looking for your suggestions or what will be your system design, right? Or what will be what will be your thought on this one, that how I can design this entire solution in a cheapest possible way. Let's suppose I'll just give you, okay, fine. So you don't have to spend more than maybe like 10,000 rupees on one 10,000 rupees 10,000 INR, right, on one single devices. Let's suppose I'm planning to
Mm-hmm.
sell, right? So maybe in 11,000, 12,000 by taking 2,000 a profit. So in 10,000, so what will be your approach in this one? How you will design a system then?
Yes, so I think I have the solution. So first of all, unlocking system works on mechanical energy. Like mechanical energy, your locking system works.
So
And
this,
what you are giving,
yeah. So this locking and locking system, which I have shown you, right? So price of this locking and locking system is 250 rupees, just 250 INR.
yes,
Fine. And
yes.
you are getting a signal pin as well. Signal pin and power pin is already integrated. So you can send a signal for locking and unlocking. So let's suppose this problem is solved. I'm just looking for
Okay.
your AI system integration. So you have an AI system, right?
Yes.
To do a prediction. So I'm just looking for your AI system integration with this one. So how you will do this interfacing part in a best possible way, how you will design this architecture.
Okay. So I think in IoT we getting some of the microcontroller, right? Which one was that? Jetson Nano. Yes.
Mega.
So yes. So
No.
Jetson Nano. Yes, that sort of amazing. We have microcontroller. Yes. So what I can think of is if we can integrate our AI output from CCTV through microcontroller, and then we can generate a signal which will trigger the switch to unlock a door. Or what we can do is then to our most cheapest.
Okay, just stop, Sandoz. So you are saying that I will try to dump a model into a edge devices, maybe Raspberry Pi or somewhere, right?
Yes.
But Raspberry Pi, max to max, Raspberry Pi 4.
No, Jetson Nano one. Jetson. Some models are there available in the market, which will use.
Jetson Nano cost will be 17,000. I have given you budget of 10,000.
Yes. Okay.
So
So
again,
any microcontroller.
yeah, I can put a JVR as well, right? I can put JVR NX. So JVR cost will be 32,000. JVR NX cost will be 53,000. And if I'm trying to do an import, so it will be cost around 1,25,000. So like again, my product will not be sellable, right?
Yes. So let me think for 1 to 2 minutes, because it's actually a good problem with respect to budget.
Because you are creating some product in AI, but if you're not able to sell it, then what is the meaning of doing it? Then at the end of the day, it will be.
There are some companies. See, my past experience also says that if the cost exceeds after some limit, they'll say no, we don't require that.
Client will dump a complete project and complete work that you have done.
Yeah.
If they are not able to make it, there is no use of,
because they will also be selling that product in very cheap price, so they should take out a small profit at least. So if the lesser your cost is, the better it is.
So I just want 1 to 2 minutes. So let me start something.
I don't have any issue. You can take your time. I don't have any issue.
Okay, Sudhanshu, some questions are there. Please explain us the retraining approach. Many people are asking.
Retraining approach. Fine, we'll take classes then. Retraining approach, there are multiple pipeline which runs when we talk about a retraining approach. And plus Santosh was talking about like MTCNN, and for sure MTCNN you will have to train it from the very beginning, because and previous weights it will not be able to retain. That is also true. So there is a way, there is a procedure, right, by which you will be able to control retraining from the scratch. So one way is from the configuration part. So you can try to divide a employee like a strength or maybe a division into a multiple sections, and then sections wise you can start building a model. So kind of cluster of model you will end up building, and then you will do a mapping, and with the help of that, so you will be able to solve a problem which we were talking about with respect to this one, right? So training a complete like a data set for 1 lakh employees, again even if one employee is going to join. Other retraining approaches, so I think I'll have to open up a research paper and then I have to explain, because there are a different particular way that we are using by which you will be able to, and there are multiple pipelines that we generally use to do a retraining. So this is the way, again, with related to his problem. So we are doing the same thing in our product.
So I hope everybody has got that answer, I guess. Now from starting only they're asking that question only, so can we use cloud-based model?
No, you can't use it in this one, because cloud will
a model should be deployed in offline mode.
So there will be a data privacy for a company. First constraint. Second constraint is there will be a latency. So latency is a huge issue. And again, so person can't show his face and wait for like a 1 minute to open a door.
Anyhow, the cost will also increase, bump.
And the cost will increase heavily over here. Monthly cost. So So
Cost will pump like anything.
like rely on that thing. The system is not reliable and scalable. You with this one, yeah, cloud based for a different product. So yeah, you can design the different architecture, but for cloud based will not work in this one.
Okay, so I have another query. Like, if we can't use microcontroller, can the data will be sent to our mobile phone which we are using, and can we do processing from there? Because if a person is standing in front of a door, his mobile can be connected to the Bluetooth, which is available in the CCTV camera. Like we can see that in our house also CCTV camera are there. I can access it using my one of the application, and I can fetch the images. So if images is coming to the mobile, instead of spending some amount to buy in hardware, can't we use the same AI model in my mobile, and that will be that will give us a result?
So you are saying
Can we
that
do
I'll
that?
ask customer so to download some of my app and where model will be there. This is what you're suggesting.
Yes, a model will be there, and that will be integrated with or connected with your CCTV camera, which is available at your location. So yeah, that images will be come to your application. That application will process, and it will give you signals. Okay, so if a random person is there from your house, you will get a notification that okay, random person is available in your house. And if it's not even you are standing over there, then the door should unlock.
Cloud is
Can
being used, right, there also.
No,
cloud, yes, for that we can use some of the IoT applications, right? I
so
can
he's saying is let's suppose that like user has purchased, like Santosh has purchased this one, right? So fine, one hardware, small hardware, locking and unlocking hardware will go into his door. So we can install these things into his door. That can be IoT devices. So through that, so we can get connected with the app, right? Over the internet. That is fine. So that these two things will be connected, and there are many like IoT devices or IoT application or app which is available with which I can connect it. That is fine. Now, when he will download his app, so basically in his mobile, what he's proposing is there will be a model, right? So there will be a model. So maybe if, even if he is not available at that particular place, he can just look into his mobile devices, and then it will try to unlock a door, or his door he will be able to control even from a remote location. So this is what he is suggesting, right, Santosh? Am I correct?
yes, sir. I
Yeah.
don't know it is possible or not, but just a random idea.
Yeah, it is possible. So it is possible. So any IoT devices you can connect, and then you can connect to on a other end. So you will be able to create a transmitter, or you will be able to connect through any of the IoT services MQTT with the MQTT protocol to a cloud and anywhere, right, where you are not actually sending images. Because if you are keeping images over a cloud or processing your images over a
That
cloud, so that will be
yes,
expensive one.
too late,
But
and even cloud will charge you, and it will be too late. Like customer, no one will stand a house for a minute or 10 minutes to get the work done.
Hmm, hmm. Yeah, that can be a possible solution for sure. But again, there will be a dependency of internet over here. So if there is no internet, so for sure, and maybe yeah. So if you and your device is connected through some Wi-Fi module, so let's suppose if I'm here, if I'm at door, only in that case, so it is supposed to open up a door. Maybe I'm not looking for a remote option, right? So
Yes,
let's suppose I'm not looking for that particular option. If I'm just looking for a local option, right? So in my this one, so I can connect a Wi-Fi module, and then processing will happen in my mobile devices, because my mobile devices will be capable enough. And again, all the deep learning model, I will be able to convert it into a light, right? So that option is already there. So TF
but
light.
there is another problem. What if your mobile phone is lost?
No, so that is fine, right? If everything is lost, so your house will
If
be
the
lost.
internet is only not working, that is a major problem over
Yeah,
there, no?
so major issue, right? You will not lose your, you can lose an internet connection. Maybe you are in a hill station, right? And let's suppose if
Yes.
there is a person knocking your door, and if he is asking you to like open up a door, you will not be able to do that, right? You don't lose your mobile phone on a daily basis, right? In last
Mhm.
like 6 to 7 years, I have not even lost, I think one, no, not even, yeah, one mobile phone I have lost. You can ask Chris. And Ask even yourself how many mobile
Okay.
you have lost. So let's suppose in that open and like such module, so we have a Wi-Fi, and then we can easily connect through your our mobile devices, or maybe into through our router and local devices. And if I'm at door, maybe I will be able to access it. Processing wise, I will be able to control it from my mobile itself, because light version of model is pretty much easy, and it's
Yes,
possible.
and this will also be available in our budget. Like we are not buying any hardware.
Yeah, so you are actually buying just a lock, the way we used to like buy a
Yes,
lock. So maybe I can try to like create
yes.
a lock in 2050 rupees itself. 2050 rupees is max to max, because
Mhm.
2500 250 rupees is a cost of that open and set lock. And if I'm looking for a very good one, I can do it. And then on top of that, so I can integrate a simple Wi-Fi module, right, just for the
Yes.
communication. Yeah, so that will be possible. And yeah, so that is a kind of a feasible solution that we can create. Yeah, that's amazing. So I think your solution that you have provided me is good, right? It's feasible as well, not only good, I will say it's a feasible one, right? Anyone can do it. Yeah.
And we can add some other constraint as well. Like I said, if mobile phone is lost, suppose lost, so we can create one account services like connect through your Gmail.
No,
So
no, that,
if
see, whenever we create an app or system, right? So those things will be there by default. So
Mhm.
like, I'm just talking about a relation of AI and your
Okay,
system which you have.
yes,
Those things will be by default. Suppose if I'm designing that particular system, right? I'll give that option for sure. It's not like you will not be able to access at all, right? So I can try
yes.
to attach one more option over there called as fingerprint option, maybe, right? Or maybe some option I can give, right?
Mhm.
Or maybe some device over.
But fingerprint will cost us.
No,
But sir, fingerprint will cost us. You need to create a setup
please
for
give
that.
me that fingerprint. Fingerprint will not cost you. I'll just show you what is the cost of fingerprint.
I have a lock, no, Sudhanshu, which works with fingerprint.
This is already having that.
I'm already having my door lock. It works with fingerprint only.
Yeah, so
The
fingerprint
entire
actually.
lock cost, everything, every setup costs somewhere around 5,000 to 6,000.
Yeah, so a fingerprint, if you are going to integrate, this is give me, yeah. So fingerprint, if you are going to integrate, so this is the only fingerprint. I think you are able to see it, right? And this
Yes, yes.
you just like around 150 to 200 rupees. Depends upon different
Okay.
companies. Again, it's very cheap. So I
Mhm.
have already all those things. You can see like many work is already going on, right? We are creating it like every time like work will keep on like going on, like, we do it. So yeah, it will not cost you. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, so next question. I think it was amazing answer that we have received from your part. So as a AI person, right? So we don't only focus on the model part, because everyone can build a model. If I'll ask, tell them that okay, fine. So this algorithm is going to work, or this is or that is going to work. The only constraint is like a good model, bad model, model which depends upon environment, doesn't depends upon environment. It's integration, it's completely solution designing, latency, all of those things, and everything is like a variable one, so it will keep on like a changing. So as and when you will move from one project to another project. So yeah, I think your answer was an amazing answer. Now, so moving to the next one. So I can see this, let me see, check your resume. Okay, so one project you have mentioned, right? So, and you have mentioned that pollution weather prediction system, smart outdoor pollution monitoring and prediction for a healthy breathing and living. So, what is the agenda of this one?
Yes. So this was for a research paper which we have made.
Your screen and
So sorry.
share your screen and show us your research paper.
I need to download it. Is there is a link available of my Google Scholar, and you can visit through that. All the papers are available over there. So let me do it. I will share my screen.
Sure.
Is it visible?
Yeah, your screen is visible.
ये तो चल ही नहीं रहा. Let me close some of the applications. Yes. Google Scholar. Yes. Yes, so it is available over here.
Mhm.
How I can download this as a yes PDF. So what in this project we are trying to do is we have created a kit. That kit will be attached to your house, and if your pollutants reading like CO2, CO, then NO2, SO2, like we have created this 6 reading. Now this readings, if it exceeds into some limit, then it will get you an alarm that your pollution is not okay, and you need to do something for that. And here we have integrated an AI model which will predict the AQI on the basis of all these pollutants. So as you
Hmm.
can see, this is a
So,
these are my professor's name. Yes,
so I have a couple of questions on your first point, Santosh. That
yes,
have you used your own data set? Have you integrated your own sensors?
yes. Actually, this work is done. So a pipeline is created by my professors.
Hmm.
Now that sensors will upload this data to the cloud. That cloud will give us a data, and that prediction will be happening. So
So
what I got.
yeah, which
Okay,
sensor you
sorry.
which sensor you are using?
So okay, so CHI, actually it is available over here. Can I see it? Because I've forgotten which sensors we have used.
I can
Actually,
see.
the IoT part was done. This one. Uh, what is this name? This is pH sensor.
I
This
can
is
see
one is somewhere around NO2. This is CO,
one
O3.
is a MQ series. I can see that one.
Yes, MQ1. And this is a microcontroller. Which microcontroller? I think Node MCU.
Hmm. I can see that. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
So this is the configurations which we have mentioned. And so now coming back to AI part, what I have given is I have got a CSV file from my professors, and what I have to do is I need to create a AI model for that, and that AI model will predict the AQI on the basis of the pollutants which we have got.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Santosh, did
this
you get the chance to see about the cloud also, how they are live streaming it?
I'll talk about it. I'll ask him a question. So first of all, like
okay.
let's go through a complete paper. What he's trying to.
Yes.
I have,
So, and after creating a system to show us a novelty part, we did some research in which AI algorithm will be better for this sort of problems. So we have figured it out that linear regression one, if you go with linear regression one, you will get a better results with less complexity, because we have tried with ANN, artificial neural network, and other algorithms like SVM. Where is that reading? Okay, okay. So this is our pipeline. As you can see, this my professor wants me to draw, and here some IoT part is there which I don't know, and some node
yeah,
MCU sensors.
come to that. It says yeah, this one picture. No, no, no.
Yes,
Okay, fine. This one is also fine.
yes.
So
So these are the plots which I have got with respect to pollutants and the AQI of the data set visualizations.
okay, can
So I
you
have,
go to the previous like a diagram?
yes, this one.
No, the next one.
Yes. This is the calculation for unit conversion. Actually, we are getting a units from PPB,
Yeah, the
and
next
they the
Santosh, I
sorry.
think there's some lag, I think, in between. Yeah. So
Yes.
the next diagram that you have shown it to me. Again, where you are integrating your cloud and your like Raspberry Pi or your controller to all those things. So that diagram.
This one.
I think there is some lag in your screen, so it's coming late.
Okay, it will. I think. Let me check my internet connectivity.
No, no, it's yeah, this one. Yes, yes, yeah, this one.
Yes.
So fine, this one, and then
Okay.
you are trying to do this system architecture. So from here, you are trying to. So this one is trying to upload.
Actually, there is a MQTT used over here.
Yeah, that I can clearly see, and they have mentioned hotspot. So through hotspot, so where you have installed this device, this the device that you are showing me on a left hand side.
This one.
Yeah, sensors and its controller. So where you have interfaced this device.
Okay, so we have images of kit. I think I have integrated it with my PPB. me show the image it is or not. Is it still lagging?
Yeah, there is a lag, yes, but it's fine. We can manage.
No, okay. So the images of kit is not available. I think at the last moment we just removed it. So I don't have, I think, anything images of kit. I think I
What is-
need to ask my
I'm just
professors.
to know. Yeah, so I'm just trying to know that where you have installed all of those devices and then how you are getting it, because you have mentioned a Wi-Fi module, right? And then you have mentioned a hotspot module or hotspot module. So like how it is trying
Yes.
to interface with the MQTT protocol, how it is trying to communicate, how you are trying to stream the data, how it is mainly like in short, how it is able to publish a data set, and then from your like consumer side, so how you are consuming it. So yeah, can you please go back to the
Yes. So yes, I
previous
think
diagram?
okay. Yes. So here I think cloud is used, like Hive MQ is some cloud is available, which my professors have used. So what their plan is, there is a census which will collect the reading. Now this reading will be given to Node MCU. Now this readings will, with the help of MQTT protocol, it will be passed through cloud. And after passing through cloud, here we can see some sort of web app. Okay, PWP web app and MQTT monitoring dashboard, which is available over upper side. So here in between, our AI model will work. And when we will get the readings in web app, the quantity of AQI, predicted AQI, will be available over there.
Okay,
So this
so
is
I have a
happening
couple.
somewhere around. Yes.
Yeah, so I have a question for you. The first question is, so since how long you are collecting this data? First question. Second question is, so what was the total data volume on which you have trained your first model? Then I'll ask third question.
Okay. So for first two answers, so the basic, what was the first question? From how many days?
How long you, yeah, like
Yes.
you
How many days? So for my professors has done this work for a research kind of work. They are not going much into a product, because they are like, if a model is working, then if it will, this paper will help others to done to create this sort of product with the help of our paper. So data set was somewhere around more than just 1 day. And the CSV file which I got for my AI model is somewhere around 1500 records. And I was supposed to create an AI model and to show the visualization. Okay, if you are getting a data set, then this AI model is predicting this much output. So with respect to AI model, I have shown the visualizations of all the graphs, like how it is predicting, how much accuracy it is giving to me.
That is fine. Yeah. So now coming to the next question, third
Yes.
question, right? So let's suppose from this devices, right? So anyhow, we can stream a data set, and with the help of your Hive MQ, right, that you have already utilized over here. So Hive MQ is nothing but, so basically it's a kind of an interface with which you will be able to integrate your, or you will be able to integrate your like IoT data, or maybe you can try to integrate these things with your publishers. And then on other side, so there will be a consumer, so who will be able to consume the data. Okay. Now let's suppose I'm trying to stream the data for day in, day out. Okay. And then on a continuous basis, so let's suppose I'm getting continuous data. This is a sensor, for sure you will keep on getting a data set.
Yes.
So
Yes.
on continuous data set, if I have to do a prediction, you have created a model. Let's suppose model part is done. Model part is ready. Now coming to the prediction part. So let's suppose if I have to do a continuous prediction, what I will do.
So what we can do is we can do it in a near real time. We can create a batch, and then that batch will get predicted, and that real time. Okay. So that then we can integrate AI model with cloud also. There also itself. So as soon as the data will come, so at the time of pre-processing, now I don't know having any idea of Hive MQ, but I just read some of the basics of AWS. So I can talk with respect to that. Suppose you have a streaming data which is fetching by your Kinesis. Okay. So Kinesis shard, actually shard is something which is fetching your data. And now we have in between a lambda function. We can add some of the functions. So at that, what I can think, I can integrate our AI model into that, and that will predict. And how I can store AI model, because it will a file actually, right? So I can store it in our S3 bucket. Now, as soon as my lambda function will work, it will call the model object. It will create, the code will work. That code will apply to the streaming data which is coming. That will combine into Kinesis Firehose. That will create a file, and then that file will be uploaded into a web app.
Yeah, so if you're trying
with
to connect
respect to AWS.
Kinesis, right? So yes, and so fine. In one end of the Kinesis, you can try to integrate this one. So what will happen to other end? So Kinesis will not process the data, right? So it will just try to help
Yes,
you out.
yes, some transformations to the data.
So at the end of the day, Kinesis is nothing but just like a Kafka, which will try to behave like a producer and consumer, right? And it will be able to just give you producer and consumer access for the data streaming, right?
Yes.
Just like a Kafka. So you can use Kafka, and then you can try to do it. So Kinesis is an Amazon service provided by just them. So Kafka, you can get it anywhere, or you can even in a AC2 instances, you can try to like install it, and then you can try to. That is fine. So on a producer side, I don't have any concern. So yes, my all the sensors are just a producer. It is a producer data set. Fine, I'm able to get a data to till Kinesis. I'm done. Right. Your ID device connected to MQTT to Kinesis. So producer part is done. Now what about consumer part? Because you are going to do a prediction on a consumer side, right? There will be some consumer framework which will try to consume a data set from a Kinesis, and then it will try to process it, because that will be able to get your model, final model. So any idea about that?
Yes, I got your question, because at the end you need to get an alarm if your AQI is high. You need to get those results to the user.
Exactly.
Okay.
Immediate
Yes.
result I'm looking for.
And it should be immediate. It should not be like you have some app, and so it will not work in that way. I think I need to think.
Now, air quality index things, yes, we are doing these things for a general purpose. I have a problem statement. I have to build a solution for a factory, right?
Okay.
In factory, we already know that, and we have already seen these things, right? I think you might have heard of this Bhopal gas tragedy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Likewise, just because of gas, and likewise, even in like Karnataka, even in many places across the world, you will be able to get this kind of this kind of things has already happened, right? So let's suppose if I have to build a kind of alarm system, right? So if that gas level will keep on increasing, so maybe at earliest possible, it will be able to give me a, because you have built an AI model which can do a prediction forecasting, right? So if I will be able to get this alert little bit earlier from that AI system, because now your AI system will like keep on predicting that. Okay, fine. So if this is the level, this is the level, this is the level, then what will be next, right?
Yes.
So it will be able to predict it. So in this way, can I say that I will be able to get an early alarm, and I will be able to save?
So yeah, at this case, I think I need to think about this. What can be done after this? Because that's a very good question. I haven't thought about that.
Because if you will tell me that no, I will give you prediction after 1 hour, right?
Yes.
1 hour.
It will give us all the damage which is available.
Yeah. So 1 hour is very huge time,
Very
right?
huge.
To you can't even afford more than 5 minutes, I think, right? Even 5
So
minutes.
even 5 to 10 seconds is not enough, because you need to get all the support which is available if such kind of disaster is happening.
So if I have to use this air quality index, right, the complete system over there. I'm not talking about environment. Environment is fine. We all know what is the.
But here in this case, we get an easier problem, because this kit is available at each and every house. So your processing needs to be very fast. But in your problem statement, that is a specific location. So we can fit a sensor with that specific location. Even in a factory, we can set this. If the gas level is too high, bring an alarm. So for a single person, we can make a whole system. Then why to go for a cloud?
Yeah. So
suppose
local system itself. This is what I was talking about, right? That's the reason. So I have given an example that what will be your architecture. So my net services are not up, right? So why to send this data through a MQTT protocol over the cloud, and then from a cloud I will try to like consume this data, and then I will try to do a prediction forecasting, and then I'll generate the alarm. So why to do this if I have this factory kind of environment where I have to install this system, right? AI based system. So like in multiple location, in multiple places, then what will be your strategy?
In multiple places
Yeah. So in multiple places, if
means you have multiple factories.
yeah, so in a single factory itself, where there will be a multiple like a different division, right? So
Multiple sections. Okay. Okay.
where like a different kind of a work happens. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
that if I have to design the system, because this is where you can use your
Okay.
actual, like a air quality index things, right?
Yes. Yes.
If
Okay.
you
So
government,
I
right, the government will not do anything. We all know about air quality index of India and every cities, I think.
yes. Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, so let me think. Actually, it's a very good question. And I have a query because we have a budget criteria in this problem statement as well.
No, when it comes to factories, so like they won't be having any kind of a budget constraint. So
Okay.
because it's life or death, right? It's not your facial recognition based on that. If your door is not opening, yes, person can wait for next 5 minutes and try for next 10 times. Yeah. But if some person will lose a life over here,
Okay.
I think there will be an issue, right?
Okay. But then too, we will go for best possible solution, right?
Yeah, then
Uh,
go for the robust system, best possible solutions. That will be fine. People, factories will, because here your customer will be not like people, individuals, right? Here your customer will be factory or industries.
yes.
Everyone
Okay.
the quality index, right? So I think for the very first time, even you are getting a real sense of it, like how we can use it in a real time to save a life.
Yes. Okay. So let me think. Actually, it's a very good problem. I need some at least 1 minute.
Yeah, take time.
Hmm, I think it's computer. Connected to a mobile details coming from our all the positions through a single server. Now this server will have our model, and that model will predict if any section got AQI value high, then alarm. But mm, okay, so what I can tell about this problem is your sections are not too far away. Okay, so we can create our own sort of connectivity system through all the sensors into a main server in which our AI model is deployed, and that model will predict. And if a value of any section goes high, then raise an alarm, or we can take a further actions accordingly. And now the problem which will come is you have getting a stream of 4 sections at the same time. Okay, so it is not just a one stream. Suppose you are taking 4 sections, then 4 streams coming at the same particular time, but we have at least a good amount of server to handle it. But now the main problem which we can face is how to allocate. So we can apply a scheduler here also, which will we can try. Even in this case, we know how many sensors we have applied, so we can by default allocate that many number of model to each sensor, and then we can process. If the value is high, then raise an alarm. If a value is low, then no problem, it will be continue. But then here, from here also, best possible solution will be we can allocate a scheduler. Now that scheduler will decide that if a streaming is coming high, okay, no, here it won't come now, because we are continuously getting a stream. So here is we have no chance of getting a scheduler. Here you have to predict, you have to allocate the model to each and every sensors which we have got. So I think that will be better. We can, instead of going through cloud, we can connect it to a small what is that in computer networks? LAN, MAN, WAN, LAN, I think. Yes, LAN. We can connect it to a server, and that server will make our job done.
No, I'm talking about that is fine. So server thing is completely fine. I'm able to receive the data set. For doing a prediction, what framework I should use?
What framework I have to use as such? I don't get it.
So I'm getting a streaming of the data, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now stream of the data. Let's suppose if you have built a model in scikit-learn, right?
Uh-huh.
So I don't think that it is having a streaming library even. So that based on the streaming data, you will be able to handle it. And let's suppose if you have deployed like a 10 solution, a 10 system,
Yes.
and from all the 10 system at a time, if you're getting a streaming, right? Then what? Your scikit-learn will not be able to handle even a single stream.
Yes, scikit-learn will fail over here because scikit-learn will.
The first thing is, doesn't matter how powerful system I am going to integrate locally, right? How powerful local server I will be able to create, that is fine, leave it, right? That doesn't matter even in this case. So even dataset is very lightweighted, right? Just in a like a not even a 1 KB of one packet you will be able to get, right? Even one packet size will be lesser than 1 KB. It will be somewhere in a bytes, right? But 10 streaming I'm getting, and I have a system, everything is done. Now on a processing part, model also I have built, right? But the problem is with the processing.
Yes. So what I can do is here, you have mentioned one problem that if we have a batch size, then it will be too late to control.
Yes.
So what we can do is we can reduce this batch size. Like channel, we have a source, we have a sink, and we have a channel in between, like in Flume, right? So we can reduce the size of a channel. Like suppose if 2 record can send to a production.
Yeah. So Flume is again not a real time, not reliable. There is a concept called a source and
No, I am giving an example. Just an example. Like we can build some sort of architecture
in that place as a producer consumer, right? For data streaming, better than Flume, I can think we can use Kafka, but still processing power. Flume doesn't process it. Kafka doesn't process it. It just keeps data. It just behave like a producer consumer. It's called as messaging system. So Kafka or Flume or Scoop is a messaging system. Even Kinesis is a messaging system that we have. So there is a difference between processing system and a messaging system.
Yes, that's only what I'm trying to say is you have a processing system. There is a source. Okay, that data is fetched. In between, you have a channel. That again will be near real time. That will fail over here, right? But at least we can what we can do is we can reduce the batch size, so it will be a least possible. At least you are getting even a 2 record in a CSV file, then also it is okay to get a prediction.
Why can't we use NiFi? Why can't we use Flink? Why can't we use Strom? Why can't we use Spark?
Spark we can use, but
Flink also we can use.
I know even Spark. I don't know what what are the other technologies.
Yeah, so there a Spark alternative is Strom is there, Flink is there, right? And yeah, so Spark, Strom and Spark, we can try to use it. Flink again, little bit.
Spark streaming is there. Okay, so that will yes, Spark is there. Spark streaming is there. We can do it from there.
Dedicated library just for streaming.
Just for streaming library, Spark has given. RDD, then SQL1, then MLlib, and then even MLlib is also there. We can directly integrate with MLlib library of Spark if we are generating an ML model.
Yeah, even a Spark NLP is there from Johnson Lab. Even OC.
Yes, you have mentioned this in your lecture. I have studied that.
I've already mentioned these things in my lectures, right?
Yes, I have attended that one.
Okay, fine. I think I'm done. So Chris, if you have any questions, so like I think he's very good as a fresher to explain a project, right, end to end, and then again, like a handle.
Yeah, Santosh, first of all, just stop sharing the screen once.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, feedback wise, I thought that yeah, based on your years of experience and probably just working as an intern right now, you have an tremendous years of tremendous experience in respect to work. I think you have done pretty much well in explaining the projects properly. I would say that just go in one kind of flow instead of deviating into many things. And please do listen to some of the questions properly before answering. That is also that I really want to tell. Yeah, Sudhanshu, you can also provide.
Yeah, so my feedback for you will be, yeah, you are like completely fine. I think whatever work that you have done, so at least you are very good with those works. First comment. Second comment will be, so even you are able to think. When I'm giving you like some new scenario, right? So when I'm asking you scenario-based questions, so yes, you are able to think about a solution, which is very much important, because generally I have seen a person who lacks a lot in this area, right? Because of experience, or you can say because they have not like gone through all those kind of systems or step. Because in AI or anywhere, we have to understand one thing, that we are building something for someone. Someone has to use it, and we have to not build a system according to us. We have to build a system according to the requirements. So we have to think about it from the other side, not from our side, right? From a client side, from the feasibility side. So I think you're good with that. At least you are able to give a thoughts, and you are able to give a kind of a solution which can be implemented for a betterment. So yeah, these are the positive points from my end, right? And yes, the work that you have done, kind of a paper that you have, right? So just as a fresher, so anyone can see or anyone can observe that you have worked.
Yes,
So
it is.
you're not just exaggerating something,
Yeah,
right?
you already have a research paper, so
Yeah. So
just
you have
third
worked.
year, I think it is pretty much good.
Yeah, pretty good. So yeah, keep working in this way, right? And how about the courses, like I know courses?
Sir, it's very good. I like so much because let me tell you my story a little bit. I started machine learning from my first year of engineering. Like in the second semester, I got a DL workshop in my college, which is for 5,005 days. So I've attended that. I like it I like it very much. So what I did is I gone through the director of my college and I asked him like how to learn machine learning. And I saw her face. He was like, who are you? So I explained this. I am from first year and I want to learn machine learning. So he was so happy. He introduced me to the whole staff who are learning machine learning. And there I observed in my college, there is very much a great exposure of machine learning, deep learning. So if I continue with this phase, I may get a better advantage of my college. Okay. So after second year, my professors has told me that watch Andrew Ng videos. And Andrew Ng's videos, like if you are watching for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, you are like, okay, I need a break of 5 minutes, then I will start. So I stuck in logistic regression. I was not able to get any sort what Andrew Ng sir was telling to us. So I am not able to understand anything. Then I searched on YouTube logistic regression. I found Krishna X's video. So I found it that part one, part two. I just saw part one, and then again part two, then part three, then part four of logistic regression. Then I'm watching SVM and another thing. I watched over whole playlist, and then I got to know that okay, so there is iNeuron also is coming with the courses. Before getting to know about iNeuron, what I did is I bought one book for 350 rupees, and I read the whole book by the second year of my engineering. After reading those books, I got to know about iNeuron. I was like, okay, it's everything which I have wanted. Why? And it's for 3,500. Okay, so let's enroll. Then came DLCVNLP. Okay, then also enroll. Then come 15,000 workshop for full. Then here also enroll. So it's very good because I like iNeuron so much.
Getting a knowledge, or just you are collecting like all the materials?
No, I'm learning. I completed your ML Masters of 29th August. I completed in a fast track mode. Even DLCV NLP, I completed it in a fast track mode. Even you can see my schedule. I do somewhere around 5 to 8 tasks a day with respect to even restricting college. Okay, I'm doing college as well, and I'm doing 6 to 8 tasks by myself. Okay, to engage me as much as possible, and that's why I can have this amount of work. I have managed to somewhere around even today I have a test in my college and I haven't studied anything. I will go and study right now after this interview. So right now these all things makes a person like if you are managing this amount of thing, you get a habit. Even in a company, you will be able to handle multiple things. Okay, so I want to experience this. Knowledge is coming automatically. At least I want to give my 100% to achieve this.
Your kind of person will be able to do anything like tomorrow. So I like you're just in college, right? And if you will keep on doing these things, right? I don't think that once first of all, let me tell you a reality of industry. So maybe if you will join industry, you will not like it, just like us, me and Chris. And again, after some time, so you can like think of building something by your own. I know. I think this you will do for sure. Like in maybe coming year, depends upon your mindset by that time. But yeah, so this is what your kind of people generally do. They used to develop and they used to like build many things by themselves and then create something.
I have pinged you one project also, house price prediction one. You told that to deploy in a cloud, and I don't have any cloud exposure as of now, so I couldn't. So that project is also available. This project I made from Feb 2 to Feb 28th. It was completed. All the things with why I took a reference for your from wafer fault detection project, because that is the one you have suggested us me to in a mail. So I refer that. I just saw that code for 5 to 10 minutes, watched your lecture, and then I never touched that code. I made this whole house price prediction by myself. Even I know the code. Okay, what has done? Okay, no worry. Now whatever code I have seen, I will make this code on my own. no matter how it is going in which direction. Okay, so let's complete.
To the complete code of a buffer because it's a complete pipeline. It's just not a.
Yes, the whole pipeline. I observed the whole pipeline, and after reference, I never touched that code. Okay, so now I have to made my own. I got an experience, and now I have to implement it because that's how you learn. Because if next time I will see that before one, I will get more number of knowledge because that's how our mind learns.
Yeah, so that's great. That's amazing. So yeah, this is my final feedback. So any comments for me, Santosh?
Only one comment because what I think is iNeuron is at a very great stage, but it is not exposing itself much towards the market.
That
Because
is,
as I write,
yeah, this is even,
because
yeah. Please go ahead, please. Yeah, I'll not interrupt. It's my habit.
so okay, so whatever I thought, I watched your videos, interviews. Every time people used to say that I came from Krish Nayak channel to iNeuron because that's the only throughput which iNeuron is getting right now. Every time, because even I got a message from Krishna Excel channel because iNeuron is starting this workshop. Then I thought that what is this iNeuron? Then I saw your name and I saw you in various virtual interviews. So I know that okay, so it's kind of amazing if you are teaching. So that's why even if I write in a Chrome like AI workshops, I don't get iNeuron message. If I only write affordable AI, then only I get iNeuron. Other all the message because I don't know about iNeuron. If I type
That is the reason I have joined full time. No.
Do a marketing because see, the thing is when we have started the startup, right? So just like others, yeah, course wise, content wise, like you said, yeah, like many people, we are not exposing ourselves, right? Although
yes,
have a very good content and like it's not matchable. Again, honestly, now
yes,
we are in a position after 1 year, after 1.5 years, I can clearly say and I can clearly announce that just check anyone's curriculum, content, or lectures or whatever it is, right? And even if you are able to find out 10% of iNeuron, right? Let me know. Maybe I'll finance your education. In that way, this is what I can declare. I think Santosh, you can like maybe give this idea. It's not a paid one.
and yes, another drawback was just covered recently. I think we and you and I think a very similar way because I was thinking that machine learning workshop came and at the same time DLCV workshop came and it is clashing in between. So now just recently you have launched a full stack data science in which it has covered all the lectures. So if someone wants to do that, so all the video lectures are available over there. So that is a one which you have already done. And the other thing is your live support team you have improved. Your notes thing, which I used to, which I think I actually researched about iNeuron whole thing, that how it is doing, what it is doing. Okay, so I thought like it is good. Like in just few days, you have covered 10 to 100 drawbacks, and okay, you are coming at a very good manner. So which I used to feel even in college. What I think is in my batchmates, they want to learn AIML, but they don't aware about you. That is a drawback which I observed as in my in college. So if what we can do is if you can target the college audience as well by some mail or that, you will get an amazing output.
Yeah, for sure. The reason is like we are not spending on marketing. The other companies is having like a huge budget for marketing, but we used to spend those things in a community events. We used to spend
Yes,
budget on like making our courses affordable because when we are making something affordable, so for sure we are shifting our budget from somewhere to somewhere else,
yes,
right? Then we used to make a decision, but yes, we'll do it because I have received many feedback, not from India, so even from more than 35, 40 countries that I think we should do that, right? Yes. So and then nowadays, so many feedbacks we are receiving because see, I can honestly tell one thing that if you know this much, no one can stop you. You can just answer or you can just talk about everything and anything about it, like in front of everyone. Doesn't matter whether you are fresher, tech, non-tech, right? Again, many people used to do a segregation that tech, non-tech, and all sort of things. I don't believe on those things, right? We all are
yes.
human, we all have a brain, so maybe empty or maybe full. Everyone can learn.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. Yeah, it was amazing, like interacting with you, Santosh. I was not expecting this much of long conversation, right? That's the reason so I have just scheduled this thing for 1 hour. But yeah, I think it went for like 1.5 hours. It was a amazing, really very amazing like conversation with you, and you are awesome person. Like in terms of giving answers, explaining things that you know. Yeah, this is like everyone wants. So yeah, thank you so much for coming to this platform.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so much,
Santosh.
sir.
All and everybody, just a quick announcement. On April 10th, there is an affordable machine learning course that is coming up on iNeuron again. on April 10th and April 17th. You can check out all the description in the description of this particular video. Okay, the URL, even the support team numbers. So if anybody is interested in joining the course, please do check out the description, guys. All the links and all the information is given. So again, thank you, Santosh, for your time, and thank you for providing such a detailed, along with the amazing feedback that you have given. Yes, after some time, we
Thank
probably will
you.
be doing marketing of iNeuron also, so unless and until we get some kind of funding and all. So let's see,
Okay.
because we are focused much on affordable,
Content,
Yes.
content projects and all those things. That's the reason. So as you can see, like many drones installations, and then all those like autonomous cars. So everything we are trying to like keep it in a real mode, right? So like complete AI into production, simple. So no false production or no nothing. Like we were talking about the system, right? Face attendance system we are talking about, right? Sometime
Yes.
I'll give a demo to a complete crowd that how the system actually works installed in my door, how it is actually works. So sometime I am planning to give a demo, right? Me and Chris was thinking about it. Plus how this drone surveillance actually works, outdoor indoor surveillance actually works, how autonomous car works. So in a car itself will show you a demo. So this is how we are planning to come up with, right? So let's see, many things are planned. So maybe we'll not be able to discuss a code and all those things to open platform, but yeah, we'll give a demo on the system architecture, how this complete whole system is working. So we'll do that.
Yep.
Thank
So
you.
thank you, Santosh, thank you, Sudhanshu, for this amazing session. Thank you, everyone. Yes, please do hit like. And again, I've given all the information regarding Santosh in the description. So if you have any questions, you can contact him. Santosh, just try to help others if you get time, so that
Yes, definitely. So what I expected in the interview that what is linear regression, what is your best algorithm, and all
no,
sort of
every
stuff. And
time,
what I got is
our interview will be changing. It will not be
It's a
remaining same.
person, right? So let's suppose the person has worked in some project and he has mentioned that project in a resume, right? So I will not be able to get, because I know that if person is coming for an interview, so he must be aware about little bit about linear regression logistics and all those things. He will be able to explain, right? But that will not be my area of interest. Suppose if someone is going to hire you, so you are not going to implement linear regression logistics all the day, right?
yes,
Or those kind of algorithm. You will work in a project, you will productionize it so that your customer, your client will be able to get some kind of a revenue out of it,
yes,
or
yes,
maybe you will solve some problem, right, for your client. So like this is something which every interviewers expect, and yeah, so I keep on changing it, and yeah, sorry to not fulfill your expectation, but yeah, this is how things happens, I think.
Okay. So thank you, guys, for attending the session. Thank you, Sudhanshu. Thank you, Santosh, once again. And yes, this was it from our side. Please do hit like. And yes, we'll see you all in tomorrow's interview session. Let's see whom we will be having in the tomorrow's one.